So we're here today with Chef Todd from Detroit Pizza Joint, and we're making some Detroit-style pizza right here at our house. The kids are enjoying this. They're going to be part of it. They're going to ask some questions on how to make it, and they're going to learn it so they can do it next week themselves. So go ahead, Chef. Take it away.
Sounds great. Very excited to be here. Chef Todd here, Felipe's Family's Kitchen, and want to talk about Detroit-style pizza with the kids today. If you guys have any questions, please ask away. So what I first want to talk about is the pan. What makes Detroit-style pizza so awesome is the special pan. If you ever saw maybe your mom or your grandma cooking a round, kind of heavy cast iron, they call it cast iron pan, that is very similar to this. And what cast iron pans do like this is it creates flavoring on whatever you cook in it. So like you like to cook with eggs. If you cook eggs in a pan like this or in a round cast iron, it creates great flavor. So what we do with these pans, which are a little thinner, is we prepare our dough from scratch. And then once we prepare our dough, we immediately put it into the pans to let it proof. So here we go. We're gonna just take this dough that's already been put into the pan to proof overnight. I'm gonna press out the air, and what happens when the dough proofs is you're getting structure. So you're gonna see when the pizza comes out of the oven, have a nice caramelized crust, and then the interior will be nice and light and airy. That's what we're looking for. Now what's really cool about these pans is, are you familiar with Detroit is known as the car capital of the world? That's where cars were invented, where I come from, in Detroit, Michigan. These pans actually started off on the assembly line where they made cars. A guy happened to be making a car one day, and what these little pans held all the little nuts and bolts and parts for the cars. And he noticed, man, this looks like a pan that my mother-in-law cooks at home and my grandmother cooks with, the cast iron. So he took a pan home, he cleaned it out, put some oil in it, made some pizza dough, put it in there, put it in the oven, and voila, Detroit-style pizza was born. A square pizza with a nice caramelized crust. So let me show you how we make this. And then next week you guys will be able to make it for your parents in your kitchen from scratch. So what's interesting about Detroit pizza, what we ought to do is we always want to take the cheese, and if you look at, I'm going around the edges first. This is what creates that caramelized crust that we talk about. It's very unique for Detroit pizza. Okay, so I'm just going to start off going right around. You just want to create a border there. And that makes it nice and easy, so when you're ready to fill the interior of the pizza, the inside, it's ready to go. So there's the border, if you want to see. Can you see that? Now we're going to fill the rest. And what I'm doing is I'm just sprinkling a little bit of cheese there to finish out the rest of the pizza. Now most pizzas start off with dough and sauce first. So you notice we start off with dough and cheese first. Why do we do that? Because by putting the sauce on top, which is a tradition in Detroit, it's creating a more crusty bottom of the pizza, which is what you want. If you put the sauce on first, sometimes it seeps down and gets a little soggy. So we create a nice border with the cheese, separating the sauce. Okay, and since you guys want cheese with red sauce, right? This sauce I made from scratch earlier today. Do you like red sauce? Wait till you taste this, you are gonna love this. So what we do is we put on this a little bit. You know what? You guys want full slices? I think we'll do full slices for you, right? We can always cut it if you want to cut, right? But what I want you to experience is this caramelized crust. When we do the full slices here, we call this a 4-corner, 4-slice. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the oven right now for you guys. We're gonna put the first one in, right like that. Okay, it's gonna take about 12 minutes. Do you have any questions? No?
How was the whole entire pizza made?
How is it totally made?
No, all the different kinds.
Oh, all the different kinds. So we feature 2 different kinds. Cheese with red and then different toppings at the restaurant. And then we also do the white pizza, which I'm going to show you right now. That's a great question. Good segue. So we are going to show you now, we have another dough here ready to go. Like before, what am I going to do? I'm going to press that air out, right? So we're going to press that air out. And what you'll see is the dough, the pizza will rise in the oven. That's where you're gonna get that nice light interior, but that nice crunchy exterior. Okay, so what I'm doing is just pressing it down. Very simple here. Now on this one, for your mom and dad, we're gonna do a half and half. And this is a little bit of garlic butter here. You said you like garlic, right? Maybe your parents will let you try a little bit of this white. All right, so we got a little bit of garlic butter here. We're just gonna basically just brush it on, right up on half the pizza.
I have a question about garlic.
Yeah.
Is it true that garlic keeps all the vampires away?
It does.
All right, thought
It's
so.
got many different qualities, and
that's one of them.
That's one of them, but it's also very healthy.
It is.
So if you like garlic, it's a great thing. So now the next thing we're gonna do is I prepared earlier some caramelized onions. This is sweet Vidalia onions, which are in season right now from Georgia, which is the best capital for sweet onions there. Vidalia onions are the best. Have you heard of Vidalia onions?
Not, no.
These are the best, okay? And what
You
we
buy
do is-
them at a supermarket? Do you have
you
them?
can buy, yeah, but these are actually easy to make in your home. You just in a saute pan, equal parts butter and olive oil, slice a sweet onion real thin, put it in saute for about 20 minutes, and you'll have this nice caramelized
Awesome.
onions, okay? So again, we're now on this one, we're gonna do two different kinds of cheeses on the white side. So I'm gonna do the border, okay? And you guys remember why I'm doing this, right? Because we want to get that nice caramelized crust around the exterior. This other type of cheese I'm using is a picante provolone, which really goes nice on this.